this channel where we spread love and positive vibes, guys. And I want to start by thanking our new subscribers, our returning subscribers. We appreciate you. We thank you so much. We appreciate you. I always tell you, we don't take you for granted. We really appreciate. And today I am starting with a note. Today I'm going to talk about the Caribbean as a whole. So I'm going to cover several countries or several islands in the Caribbean. But before then, I want to talk about the great love the world has shown to the Jamaican people. This is after Jamaica won a gold medal in the throwing of the discus. I discussed about this guy who won a gold medal in the throwing of the discus, and people came in the comment section and were really congratulating Jamaica for winning a gold medal in the discus, or rather in the field events. And I'm going to read to you some of the comments I saw, people actually congratulating Jamaica and appreciating this guy for winning a gold medal for Jamaica. It was a historic gold medal because Jamaica has always excelled in track events. But this time, Jamaica has started waking up in the field events. And therefore, people are so happy for Jamaica having won a gold medal in the field events. And people came to the comment section, and these are the comments they were actually highlighting and commenting about the performance of Jamaica. One of them was saying, Jamaica is known to get gold in track events, but to get an Olympic record and gold in a field event, that's good stuff. This is one of the people who are commenting in the comment section. And another one came and said, Jamaica is one of the 2 countries in the world that does not have red or white or blue in their flags. In other words, they were appreciating the uniqueness of Jamaica and Jamaica getting a gold medal in the field events. And this one was saying, as an American thrower, 1,000,000 years ago in college, I always wanted Jamaica to recruit javelin throwers. This is an American. 20 years later, Jamaica's strongest athletes are their male throwers. Such an amazing history, and champion in discus. This is somebody from America congratulating Jamaica for winning a gold medal in discus. This is the love that people have for Jamaica. Sometimes people ask us, why do you always shoot videos about Jamaica? Because they have a lot to talk about. Though I've seen now, there is so much to talk about in the whole lot of the Caribbean. But Jamaica people are loved. They are appreciated because of their, I think because of their warm hearts. Though I'm not saying the other Caribbeans don't have warm hearts, because I have seen the people of the Caribbeans have actually very welcoming hearts. All of them, not just Jamaica, in all the islands. So another one came and said, I'm African American and I was so happy Jamaica Rock Stoner won. Other than USA, of course, I want to see my fellow brown brother win that gold. Congrats to him. So he was actually congratulating this man, Stoner, that won a gold medal in the discus. Another one said, I am impressed to see Jamaica spread their wings and capture gold in something besides the short sprints. Bravo, Jamaica. Can you see the love that Jamaica is being shown by people all over the world for winning gold in the 2024 Olympics in discus? Another one came and said, do you guys really believe Kisen didn't win? Most people are asking this question because we all saw Kisen crossing the line, but we later heard that Noah has won the race. I think because of how they determine the winner, the style, or rather what they use, the rules they use to determine the winner. So this one is doubting whether Kisen lost in the 100 meters, and he's saying he crossed the finishing line head and shoulders across the line. They robbed us. This must be a Jamaican who is saying they were robbed the gold medal because to him, he thinks Kisen won 100 meters, but it is according to the judges and the people who are actually checking the finishing line, it was Noah that won the gold medal. Another one says, Lord Stoner. Stoner is the fellow that got a gold medal in the discus in the 2024 Olympics, and he's from Jamaica. So he's telling him, Lord Stoner is my hero. I'm crying pure tears of joy. Thank you so, so much. This guy is crying because of happiness to see Jamaica winning a gold medal in the discus, or rather in the field events. Another one comes here. This must be a Jamaican. We are unique because we have all three elements that makes a great society: art, sport, a distinct culture. And I can agree with him absolutely. Jamaica has a lot of artwork, a lot of sports. They do a lot of sports, and they also have a distinct culture, a unique culture. So this guy is a Jamaican saying that, and somebody else comes and says, well done Jamaica, all the way from St. Lucia. Is it Russia? By the way, guys, I was told the spelling, the pronunciation of Russia, but I am still calling it Russia, Lucio. So this guy is from another Caribbean island called St. Lucia. And then this one says, 2024 is the changing of the guards, and I hope the veterans help the youngsters to achieve their goal and raise our real island on another level. This must be a Jamaican. Another one says, congratulations, another history for Jamaica. Jamaica has made history in the discus throwing by getting a gold medal. Big up! Orlando Bennett will be on the podium tomorrow. So all these people are actually congratulating Jamaica for the good performance in the Olympics in track events. And this was so nice because we would all want to see Jamaica succeeding in everything they do. And for sure, we have seen Jamaica succeeding in so many things, and getting a gold medal in this discus was mind-blowing. It was a great achievement. It was a great transformation. It was a great history made, and therefore we appreciate them. We appreciate Jamaica. So today I'm going to talk about some unique, exciting facts about the Caribbeans. The Caribbeans are many islands combined together, and they live in harmony. They live like brothers and sisters, and they value one another. They support one another. We actually shared a video where we saw they even have a game they play together, university they share together, and they share a lot of things together, including culture. They are colonized by the same people, and therefore their behavior, their characteristics, their culture is actually similar. And therefore today I decided to look at what are the exciting facts that most of us don't know about the Caribbeans. There are some things that we do not know about the Caribbeans. Remember that the Caribbeans are several islands. And actually one of the things that I came to know about the Caribbeans that I didn't know, I only thought there are a few islands, because I've come to know Jamaica, I've come to know Trinidad and Tobago, I've come to know St. Vincent and Grenadines, I've come to know Grenadine. Is it Grenadine? I've come to know Kitts and Caicos. I have come to know Cayman Island. I've come to know Bahamas. I've come to know Cuba. I've come to know is it Kitts? So I've come to know several islands in the Caribbean, but I thought they are just a few islands. But guys, you will get a shock of how many islands there are in the Caribbean. Some are inhabited, there are people living there, there are people who call those islands home, like those ones that I have mentioned, and there are others that are not inhabited. And they are in total 7,000 islands. Can you imagine? 7,000 islands in the Caribbean. And I want to tell you, only 2% of the 7,000 islands are inhabited. There are people who call those islands home. The other islands are not occupied. Can you imagine? I always thought that the Caribbeans have just a few islands and all of them are inhabited by people. But I got a shock of my life to realize that the Caribbean has 7,000 islands. Some are inhabited, others are not inhabited. And I've told you only 2% of the islands are inhabited. All the others, they are not inhabited. And I don't know whether they have names. Maybe the people that are watching us can tell us whether the islands that are not inhabited, they actually have names. Because we only know the islands that are reefed, the Cuba, the Bahamas, the Dominican Republic, the Trinidad and Tobago, the Jamaica, the Cayman Island, all those that we have seen people going. But we have never known the names of the other islands. And therefore we have St. Lucio, the one that we saw, this lady who won the gold medal in running, and we appreciated her, and I talked about her, Alfred, and therefore there is St. Lucio, that is another island in the Caribbean, but there are 7,000 islands in total, and only 2% are inhabited. And these inhabited islands, they have a mixture of people. And that is why Jamaicans say, out of many, one people. Because these are islands inhabited by different people from different races, from different tribes, and they have come and coexisted together in peace. And when you look at the Caribbean islands, they have races like the British people, they have the Spanish people. Remember that they were colonized, most of them, by the Spanish people and the British people like Jamaica, and I think even Trinidad and Tobago, and I think even Haiti. So they were colonized by these people, and therefore inside the island we have the Spanish people, we have the British people, we have the French people, we have the Dutch people, we have the Africans that were taken from West Africa as slaves. And therefore they came and settled and grew in population, and most of the islands, their largest population are Africans. Like Jamaica, most of the people are Africans, Haiti, and other Caribbeans. So we have all this mixture of people coexisting together, and that is why you'll find these islands have different cultures, different music, and they embrace the culture, they embrace the music traditions, because it comes from a combined. Is it a what? A mixture of several people who come together and live together. And that is why you find that the culture of these people is very intriguing. They have a very intriguing culture composed of music, cuisine, their food, their traditions, their art, their culture. It is a very rich islands, or they are very rich islands in terms of culture, food, music, art. So these are the islands we call the Caribbeans. I've told you guys there are 7,000 of them. Did you know that? Maybe you can tell us in the comment section whether you knew there are 7,000 islands in the Caribbean. Did you know that? It was a shock to me, guys. I only thought there are few islands and all of them are inhabited. The other thing, the wonder I realized about the Caribbeans, because there are several wonders about the Caribbeans, the other thing that I realized is that there is boiling lake. There is a boiling lake in the Caribbeans. Did you know this? Where is this lake found? Comment in the comment section below. Imagine there are a boiling lake. Have you ever heard of a boiling lake? It is there in the Caribbean island, and it is specifically in the island of the Dominica. It is in the Dominica island. Dominica island is the second largest island in the Caribbean. It is actually the second largest in the Caribbean. From where? From Cuba. I think Cuba is the largest island in the Caribbean, seconded by the Dominican Republic. And also Jamaica is large, but I saw Cuba is the largest island, followed by Dominica Island, where we have this boiling lake, Why does the lake boil? It is said it is a flooded fumarole, or rather it is actually, let me explain in simple words. This boiling lake is under, or rather on top of a volcano. So the hot lava that is below the lake makes the lake boil. And this lake is actually large. It is actually big because it is 200 feet wide. And beneath it or underneath it, there is a volcano, there is lava that makes it to boil. And this is a very great tourist attraction area. And this area, you can actually watch it if you're not the type that fears, but I think you watch it at a distance. And also, it is said it is safe. Though it has a lava, it can actually produce, it can volcanate, and there is superheated, it is actually superheated from below, like I have explained. It is not harmful, it is not dangerous, and therefore people go and observe this wonder of the world. It is actually the wonder of the world. This lake, it is said it is the second largest in the whole world. It is the second largest boiling lake in the whole world. Have you ever had a boiling lake? This is actually a wonder to behold. And this is found in the Caribbean. Let me tell you something unique about the Caribbean. I've learned. The Caribbeans, all of them, all the countries that are covered, or rather, are called the Caribbean, they have a lot to actually visit. I was talking about the boiling lake, and I found that this lake is found in somewhere called the Valley of Desolation. The people from the Dominican Republic can tell us why is it called the Valley of Desolation, and this is where we find the boiling lake. I've never heard of that, by the way. It was so intriguing to me. The other wonder of the Caribbean is that there are 19 active volcanoes. 19. 1, 2, 3, 19 active volcanoes. Did you know that? And out of those 19 active volcanoes, in the whole world, there are 1,500 active volcanoes. So from these 1,500 active volcanoes, the Caribbean has 19 of them. This is a wonder. Actually, 19 active volcanoes out of 1,500 active volcanoes worldwide. It is a big achievement for the Caribbeans. And remember that the Caribbeans are several islands, like I said earlier. And I'm told that these 19 active volcanoes, the last one to erupt was in St. Vincent and Grenadine. And it was called La Saval, something, a name. I cannot be able to pronounce the name properly. And it happened recently, but since 2021, there has not been a volcano erupting. So it happened last year in St. Vincent, and it has not happened since 2021. All the areas with volcanoes are safe to go. And you can actually go and see, even here in Kenya, the mountains that produce lava, people go and see them because they don't produce that lava often. It is once in a while, and then they stay for quite some time. So this happened before 2021, and from 2021, it has not happened again. And the last place where there was an eruption was St. Vincent. So imagine there are 19 active volcanoes that can produce lava, that can erupt anytime. There are 19 of them in the Caribbean. The other thing that I learned about the Caribbean is about Jamaica. You know, I could not actually even believe my ears. Jamaica has the largest number of churches in the whole world. That tells us something. that the Jamaicans are actually great believers. And I want to tell you most of the things that happen to Jamaica, and I want to say specifically that because I've studied a lot about Jamaica, and I'm going to say it because people come and attack me for talking more about Jamaica, because I have studied them so well. Most of the people in Jamaica are God-fearing because there are so many churches for every mile. There are so many churches in Jamaica. And I think that is why everything about Jamaica is about prayer. I saw them in the Olympics. And I was reading the comment section of every broadcasting station. And I could see people actually they told me, pray for our team. They were on their knees praying for their team. Everything on Jamaica is about players. When there was this Hurricane Beryl, people were telling each other, can we pray? Can we seek God? Because there are so many people. And when you see churches in a country, that is a country that fears God. That is a country that references God. That is a country you cannot joke with. Because any country that references God, you cannot joke with them. And no wonder Jamaica have survived very, very harsh situations, harsh predicaments, and they have survived and come out strong because of their fear of God. So I came to realize Jamaica holds the Guinness Book of Record in the world for having the most or the largest number of churches per square mile. Having 1,600 churches. This is epic. This is another wonder I rant about the Caribbeans, and specifically about Jamaica here, that it has this number of churches. Very, very big number of churches. The other wonder that I rant about the Caribbeans is that Cuba is the largest island amongst the Caribbeans. And I think I mentioned that when I was looking at Dominica Republic. I said Cuba is the largest island, followed by the Dominica Republic. It is so large that it has a very, very high population of about 12 million people. 12 million people call Cuba home. Dominican Republic is actually the second largest island in the Caribbean. I'm going to study more about Cuba and the Dominican Republic, and I'm going to tell you about these two nations. What I know about Cuba, there is a time that we had doctors here in Kenya from Cuba, and I learned that the Cuba people, most of them have trained as doctors. They have very good doctors in the whole world, and therefore Cuba is the largest island amongst the Caribbeans. And I've said about Jamaica and the number of churches in Jamaica. It is also known the Caribbean produced the best lamb. Actually, it's not just Jamaica, because I was talking about Jamaica and the different lamb they prepare or they produce, and I found that it's not just Jamaica that prepare this lamb. It is all over the Caribbean, and they have the best lamb. And these lambs are given names, different names. Imagine they have 71 different breeds of the lamb. And they produce in different countries amongst the Caribbeans, and it is distributed to different countries. It has the best spirit in the whole world, the Caribbean. Some of the famous lamb produced by the Caribbean, all distilled in the Caribbean, include Mount Gay lamb, the Havana crab, the Appleton, the estate, and all those. They are different types of lamb that are produced in the Caribbean. The Caribbeans are known to be very, very good in the production of ram. Ram is a type of beer that these people produce, and it is the sweetest. It is said it is the sweetest in the whole land. There are some films that have specifically been done in the Caribbean, and one of them is The Pirate of the Caribbean. There is a movie by that name, and it has actually been filmed in the Caribbean. There, I've called it The Pirates of the Caribbean, and it is filmed in the Caribbean, and some of the islands that were featured in the filming of this movie was St. Lucia and the remote islands of the Tobago. Remember that there is Tobago, and then there is these are and other small islands. This is where this film was produced or was shot. And therefore the Caribbeans present some of the beautiful countries in the whole world. There are so many tourists that flock in the Caribbean to see the beauty, to see the wonders of the Caribbean, and we really love the Caribbean. And I found that there is a cruise that goes to the Caribbean, and actually people visit different parts of the Caribbean and see the wonders of the world and see the beautiful sights of the Caribbean, see the beautiful waters, the rivers, see the beautiful beaches, see the beautiful waterfalls, see the beautiful forest, see the beautiful volcano mountains, and so on. So there is a cruise I found that goes to the Caribbean islands. I don't know where it passes through, because I found that for you to go to the Caribbean, I was actually Googling how you can go to Jamaica, and I found that you have to go through United States of America, UK, and then you go to Jamaica. There is no direct route from Africa to Jamaica. If there was a direct route, all of us would have visited the Caribbean, because we know they are beautiful islands, they are sights to behold, they are great sights to visit. Guys, let me complete this video here. See you during the next video.